Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. I am your host, Bill Miller. Ooh, I'm super excited because it is time once again for our 5 low-key, under-the-radar, overlooked comic book keys that you can get right now for dirt cheap. So without further ado, let's get started with showing and telling. First, we have Abe Sapien, number 1. From Dark Horse, out in 2013. This is a 36-issue series. Cover art by Dave Stewart. Written by Mike Mignola. Now, Abe Sapien's first appearance is in Hellboy, Seed of Destruction, issue number 2. It's a little bit pricey. That one is $25 to $40 for a near mint copy. And he had some 2 or 3 issue story arcs of his own prior to this. But this is the first full lengthy series featuring Abe Sapien. And if he is in some sort of TV show, movie, I think he's right for it. He's probably the second most popular character after Hellboy. And Mignola universe is rich with stories and characters. I can easily see him being in something. And if he is, I suspect that they'll pull from this series. There's a wealth of material in these 36 issues. You can get this copy near mint, $4 to $6. $4 to $6. Possibly less than the price of a new comic book. Abe Sapien, issue number 1. All right, for our second one, we have House of Slaughter, issue number 1. This is from 2021. It's an ongoing series. There are 5 issues out thus far. Chris Sheehan with the cover art, but the key to this is it's written by James Tynion IV. And this is kind of like a prequel to Something is Killing the Children. Wildly popular series, which I suspect will get picked up for something at some point. And if that's the case, they're certainly liable to pull some origin or prequel material from this series. James Tynion, writer of Stray Dogs, Something is Killing the Children, Department of Truth, really hot writer out right now. And I believe he moved to Substack, so there's certainly a strong possibility of some of his creator-owned series being developed for other forms of media. Something is Killing the Children, issue number 2. I'm sorry, issue number 1, and this is House of Slaughter. Ooh, I caught myself. This is the B cover of House of Slaughter, issue number 1. And you can pick this up for $4 for a high-grade copy. $4 for House of Slaughter, issue number 1. All right, our most expensive spec pick of the week is the Uncanny X-Men, issue number 201. This is from 1986. Of course, this series ran forever, over 500 issues. The reason this one is a key, I think a slept-on key, is because this is the first appearance of Cable as a baby. And certainly, as Cable enters the MCU, I suspect New Mutants number 87 will spike, and it's a strong possibility that this will see a residual rise in price, being a predecessor to that issue. It was out in 90. And some could argue a first appearance. Certainly the first appearance of him as a baby. You can get this right now for $20 to $30 near mint. $20 to $30 X-Men, Uncanny X-Men number 201. All right, that's 3. Here's the 4th. We have Space Bandits, issue number 1. This is from 2019, a 5-issue series. Matteo Scalera with the cover art and the interior art, I believe. And the key to this is it's written by Mark Millar of Millar World fame. So this is about 2 female intergalactic crime bosses whose teams turn them into the authorities. And so they team up with one another to get revenge on their crews. Very cool sci-fi story, very good read. Mark Millar, of course, has plenty of properties that have been optioned. Kick-Ass, Nemesis, Secret Service, Jupiter's Legacy. So it wouldn't surprise me in the least to see Space Bandits get optioned as well. And this is the B cover. And this is the F cover, which is the blank sketch variant. And you can get Space Bandits number 1 for $2 to $5 in near mint condition. Space Bandits number 1, $2 to $5. Now, most of the recommendations I make are indies for a couple of reasons. Warner Brothers is going to, for the most part, they're going to produce DC comic book characters. Disney, for the most part, will produce Marvels. But there are a lot of other streaming services, movie studios, television studios that are looking for content. And with the success of indies like The Walking Dead, Sweet Tooth, The Boys, there are certainly a lot of companies that are sniffing around different indie creators looking for the next big thing. It doesn't cost a lot of money for them to purchase an option, and they only have to deal with 1 or 2 creators versus dealing with a whole corporation. So it's a very popular thing to option indies. They don't necessarily always get produced or come to fruition, but you'll usually see a spike when something does get optioned, especially if something does end up getting made into either an animated cartoon, a television show, or a movie. And it's generally the first issue, the number 1, that will reflect that spike in value. There are exceptions, but for the most part, it's the first issue. All right, and lastly, we have The Other Side by Jason Aaron. The Other Side. This is from 2006, 5-issue series, art and cover art by Cameron Stewart. Now, this is about the Vietnam War, and it follows the journey of an American soldier and a North Vietnamese soldier. Very, very good story, very good read. Jason Aaron, of course, wrote Scout, Wolverine, Star Wars, Thor, including the Love and Thunder arc that will be in the next movie. So a very accomplished writer, very hot writer right now. He's doing a really good job with Conan the Barbarian as well. So you can get this for $3 to $4 for a near mint copy. The Other Side, $3 to $4. All right, so let's review. We've got The Other Side, $3 to $4 for near mint. We've got Space Bandits. That one's, $2 to $5. We've got the Uncanny X-Men number 201. $20 to $30. That's the big boy in this group. House of Slaughter, the prequel to Something is Killing the Children. That's issue number 1. There's the A cover. And we have Abe Sapien, issue number 1. And that will do it for the low-cost, under-the-radar speculation books that we have for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing them, and if you did, I would encourage you to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you're alerted as soon as I release new red-hot content. Thumbs up and comments are always appreciated. And remember, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.